Dirty Work is the best comedy you've never seen.
You ever had a chick with a beard before? You haven't lived.
Note to self, I don't want to live.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another best comedy you've ever seen. My name is Ryan McClellan, and today we are looking at one of the all-time best comedies that you probably never seen, Dirty Work. The talent starring on this film is unbelievable. Artie Lang, Jack Warden, Christopher McDonald, Traylor Howard. It was the final film role for Chris Farley. But of course, it all comes down to one man for me, Norm Macdonald. I think Norm is the funniest man alive. In Dirty Work, perhaps his finest hour. So, let's jump right in.
Norm plays Mitch Weaver, a basically good guy who can't really keep a job. He just lost his job delivering pizzas.
You're not fit to wear this shirt.
So losing his job, he goes home to find that everyone is taking his clothes. Why? Because his girlfriend Tony Ann breaks up with him and throws all of his crap right out the window.
I've had it.
Maybe you'd feel better after we have some dirty sex.
I'm through wasting my life with you.
Hey, wait a minute. I paid for the popcorn machine. Hey, that's my shirt.
Here.
No, that's all right. I was talking to somebody else that's different than you.
Mitch goes over to his best friend Sam's house and asks if he could stay there. For Mitch, the only downside is Sam's father, affectionately known as Pops. It seems that Mitch and Pops don't exactly get along so well.
Get out of here, Sam! Get the hell out of here! I'll kill this bastard!
So what do you do when you have no girlfriend and nowhere to live? I know. How about drinking?
Yeah, well, things could be worse, you know. I could have got my nose bit off by a Saigon whore.
You bastard!
Sam tries to hit on some hot girl and ends up having a I'm so tough guy dude bro contest with a fraternity guy.
I think you should fight it out.
Good idea. Great idea.
They end up getting in a fight over the girl, who really doesn't care what happened. Sam, he's a brawler. But Mitch?
Note to self, learn to fight.
The great thing about this film is if you love seeing Norm Macdonald fly through the air and then belly flop into concrete, then guess what? This movie's really for you.
Mitch decides after getting his ass beat to get revenge on the dude bro fraternity guys.
There's all these guys going around to the different frat houses pretending to be cops. But they're not real cops. They're fake cops.
And by using the powers of trickery,
Hello, real cops?
Mitch and Sam are able to get into the fun of beating the crap out of some entitled college kids.
I'll take this one.
The two sit back and reminisce about beating the crap out of those college kids.
Hey, Sam, that felt great, man. Getting back at those guys tonight.
I gotta admit it, that was brilliant.
You know, the ones they just beat up 2 hours ago. But then Pops has a near-fatal heart attack. He's admitted to the hospital where he shares with Mitch a very important secret.
Mitch, I'm your father.
You're not my father.
Take a look at the picture in this locket.
That's a picture of you and my mom, and you're having sex.
Back then, they didn't have these fancy birth control methods, like pulling out.
Chevy Chase plays, I don't know, Dr. Dewey Cheatham or something. He's a compulsive gambler.
I'm sorry. I'm a compulsive gambler.
I just said that.
Really nobody to blame for this but myself. Well, maybe the Buffalo Bills or Mr. T or...
You bet on the fight in Rocky 3 and then you bet against Rocky?
He tells the duo that Pops is dying and basically he needs a heart transplant. So Dr. Cheatham needs money to pay off the Sharks at about $50,000.
Did you say $50,000?
No.
He tells Mitch that if he gets the $50,000, he can move Pops up on the heart transplant list. So Mitch and Sam start a series of jobs to try to raise the money for Pop's surgery. They start in construction.
Well, we lied on a resume. We know nothing about construction.
When is lunch?
Then they move on to eating test brownies.
Hey, I think I feel a slight itch.
And they end up being the oldest ushers of a movie theater since 1952, where the manager is Don Rickles.
You get a horse and live in the mountains someplace and don't bother anybody. Got a personality like a dead moth. Got a call yesterday from Baskin Robbins. They said that they're down to only 5 flavors. Why don't you work a zoo and stop bothering people?
It's a big night for Rickles, as the president of movie theaters is there at the theater for a screening of, I don't know, the latest crappy blockbuster. After being talked down to, Mitch and Sam plot revenge against Rickles. The other ushers, well, they don't want any part in revenge, but they do want to see Don Rickles go down. The ushers pay Mitch and Sam to take Rickles down, as, once again, Mitch is up for the challenge, as revenge is his forte.
1, 2, 3, look away!
Look, an alien.
Yeah, we better have sex with each other.
Don Rickles is ruined, and Norm comes up with a brilliant idea.
Dude, that was amazing. You should do that stuff for a living.
I'm telling you, we should open a revenge for hire business. I have a feeling that people are going to pay us a lot of money to do their dirty work.
Oh, boy, I usually only get this excited when they say the title of a movie in the movie.
Looks like what we're dealing with here is some kind of sodomaniac.
He said it! He said it!
All over the world.
Oh, brother.
No, it is. Thanks, killing.
There it is! There it is!
I have a feeling that people are going to pay us a lot of money to do their dirty work.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
So since they have no money, Sam and Mitch decide to rent a store for their new business. But you know what Peter Griffin said?
So we're a little in the red right now, but you gotta spend money to make money, champ. Moving on.
So Mitch wants to date Kathy. He met her in the bar.
I didn't show her before because I was worried about the length of time in this review, which kind of makes me feel stupid because I'm spending all this time on her right now.
She works for David Koechner, who's a real asshole, as he is in most movies, and he's shooting a live television commercial from his fancy car lot. So Mitch enacts a plan to get free airtime and promote dirty work, and basically, the audience watches what may be the funniest scene in cinematic history.
Trunk looks kind of small there.
Trunk's fine.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
It can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker. Hey, here's another dead hooker in this trunk. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen so many dead hookers in all my life. Some jerk making your life miserable? You want revenge? Call 555-0187 and let us do your dirty work.
The commercial works, and soon Mitch and Sam have their first client, a dwarf being harassed by the bearded lady at the carnival that he works at.
You ever had a chick with a beard?
I can't say that I have there, bearded broad.
And the revenge they dream up is pretty sweet. A guy hates his horrible, loud neighbors, so he hires Dirty Work to do the old, let's put smelly fish all over the place, including the VCR. Remember those things? This plan is pretty damn ingenious.
Smells like fish in here.
What was that, some sort of signal? You wearing a wire? You're a damn cop, ain't you?
Show these guys what we do to cops.
Normally, it would be pretty ingenious.
The next job is to help a little old lady in her neighborhood from having their houses demolished to make way for an opera house parking lot. But a trail of popcorn crumbs lead right back to Sam and Mitch, who are thrown in jail.
All right, let's go. Not you, Tubby.
You sure you don't want him to?
You know what's worse than jail? How about getting horribly raped?
You fellas have a lot of growing up to do, I'll tell you that. You know what hurts the most is the lack of respect. Except for the other thing. That hurts the most, but the lack of respect hurts the second most.
Christopher McDonald is Cole, the evil land developer looking to tear down little old lady houses for opera house parking lots. Why is Christopher McDonald always the bad guy? I mean, Dirty Work, Happy Gilmore, and... Actually, I don't know. I already ran out of movies for this stupid analogy. But hey! At least he was a good guy in Breakin'.
And because why not, let's show a clip of Jean-Claude Van Damme from Breakin'.
Cole hires Sam and Mitch to get an apartment building he owes condemned. Mitch accepts for exactly $50,000. So they tell Pop they are going to have the money for his heart surgery. And Mitch goes out with Kathy. Unfortunately, the apartment building they were hired to get condemned turns out to be Kathy's grandmother's building that Cole doesn't actually own. The two put a tarp over the building and start wreaking havoc. They do the old cockroach in the bed thing. They do the fish in the wall thing. They do the whole spray paint the walls and building thing. And then the building is condemned.
But what about the condemned building?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to level it.
So Mitch and Sam go to visit Cole for their money. But unfortunately, their first attempt to pick up their $50,000 doesn't go so well. When they finally sneak back into the building to see Cole, he lays this down on them.
You owe us $50,000 for getting the building at 99 Franklin Street condemned.
But Mitch, I don't even own the building at 99 Franklin. Well, I told you I did, but I lied. So I figured out a way for you to help me and hurt you at the same time.
Now that you don't have the money to pay for Pop's heart surgery, they go to tell him, and Sam finds out that Mitch is actually his brother.
I'm Mitch's father, too.
Mitch, this is Pops and your mother. You cheated on Mom?
Who do you think took the picture?
You lied to me!
I wanted to tell you. Pops wouldn't let me.
Stay away from me, all right?
But Kathy figures out that the condemned building is Mitch's fault.
No, Mitch, I'm done listening. Have a nice life.
The landlord of the not condemned but now condemned building finds out that Mitch is the one who destroyed the building. And since he is the landlord of the Dirty Work office, he locks Mitch out of that building as well. And the fraternity guys, they figure out it was Mitch who set them up. It's a low point for Mitch.
Trying to get some sleep back here, huh?
But Mitch and Sam make up.
Look, I know you're mad, but I think I know how to get the $50,000 and save the apartment building. I really need your help.
And go find the apartment building tenants at the local shelter and tell them about their plan, once again, for revenge.
I say it's time we fight back. Are you with me? Okay, are you with me based on the assumption that if I screw up, y'all get to kick my ass?
Jimmy! Release the skunks!
So Mitch, Sam, Kathy, the homeless guys, the tenants of the building, and the landlord go to the Opera House, where they go all brain donors on them.
Wow, get a load of that mountain range, huh?
What happened to your tape? Oh, you wrecked it. I have one in the house PA system. Hit it, Kathy.
In the end, Cole's revealed to be the one who blackmailed everyone and was the mastermind behind the apartment building, and Pop gets a new heart, and the people go back to their apartment building. And Mitch, he gets the girl. And this seems all...
What do you call that? Oh yeah, really convenient.
That's it. Bye.
Bravo! Bravo!
Dirty Work stars Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang, Trailer Howard, Jack Warden, Chevy Chase, Christopher McDonald, Chris Farley, Don Rickles, Adam Sandler, Gary Coleman, Kevin Farley, David Koechner, John Goodman, Rebecca Romaine, the guy who wrote the movie, and whores. Lots and lots of whores.
Be going a lot better if you brought me a whore.
The Saigon whore.
Good Lord, I'm in whore heaven.
Okay, settle down, prostitutes. Those prostitutes?
Bring on the whore.
No, I thought she was a whore.
Check it out. It really is one of the best comedies you've never seen. Thanks for watching. It really helps if you like, subscribe, and comment below, especially if you like what you saw today. We'll be back with another best comedy you've never seen, but until then, this is Ryan from 2G1, and we'll catch you next movie.
Like a ghost, gotta keep eyes on you. You'll sneak up behind me, touch me and I'm through. Unless I'm feeling big, just get a little bit belittled. It's hard to resist the physical thrill of jumping on top of you for the kill.
I'll give you $1 each. We go to this building here and run around yelling and screaming.
Yeah, we're more the broken, I've lost the will to live type homeless guy.
How about for $2?